Punch the ticket, Daria.
Yeah. But look, this other part of the criticism of OpenAI that they shouldn't do enterprise is totally misguided. One of the reasons why they should have been more focused is to do more enterprise and get enterprise more correct. Now, why do I say that? To Travis's point about growth rates, it's true that OpenAI and Anthropic, as of the beginning of Q2, so let's say 2 weeks ago, they were both around 30 billion of revenue. And that memo from that OpenAI employee was right, that if you compare them on an apples to apples basis, that Anthropic is about 20% less because they are including revenue made by their channel partners. But that doesn't matter. What matters is the growth rate, again, to Travis's point. And let me just put some numbers around this. The OpenAI growth rate's been around 3 to 4x a year. The Anthropic growth rate has been around 10x a year. So they went from, let's call it 1 to 10 billion of ARR last year. And by the end of Q1 this year, they were already at 30 billion of, again, let's call it their revenue. And they're on their way, like Brad Gerson was saying on our podcast, I think in the last couple of weeks, they're going to end this year at 80 to 100 billion, at least on the current trajectory. And so you can plot their revenue on a logarithmic graph. I mean, again, no one's ever seen anything like before, where every unit on the y-axis is 10x. Another is 10x, and it's a straight line.
Yeah,
now,
it's crazy.
It's crazy, right? So if it's taking Anthropic, let's say 1 year to 10x, and it's taking OpenAI 2 years to achieve a 10x, then it's obvious which one's going to win. Now, what is the reason for this? It's because Anthropic was very focused on enterprise, specifically coding. And what you're seeing is that businesses are willing to pay for coding, code tokens, on a metered basis. Let's call it like electricity. The more they use, the more they're willing to pay. And their usage just continues to scale and scale. Consumer is completely different. I mean, consumer is a thing that OpenAI prioritized. Consumers have a lower willingness to pay. Maybe only 3 or 4% of them are willing to convert to premium in the first place. And what they want is a $20 a month, all-you-can-eat subscription. So the revenue simply doesn't scale the same way that enterprise does. And so if you want to tap into the scalable revenue source in the market right now, you have to go after enterprise. So, again, where I would agree with the criticism of OpenAI is maybe they should have been more focused, but they need to be more focused specifically to pursue coding and enterprise. And if they don't catch up soon, to Travis's point, then you could see Anthropic taking a lead here that, let's say over the next 1 or 2 years, could be insurmountable. Just by the way, let me just say one thing is